PANOS Eastern Africa is a regional information and communication for development non-government organization working in the East and Greater Horn of Africa. Through its mission of addressing the information needs of the poor and the marginalized, coupled with the dissemination of quality development information, PANOS has partnered with a number of journalists from rural radio stations to bring about positive change in the community. Under its governance and globalization theme, PANOS is implementing the Human Rights and Peaceful Conciliation project with support from the Open Society Initiative for East Africa. The project seeks to amplify the voices of rural women, men, children, and disadvantaged groups through radio debate on human rights issues arising out of post-conflict northern Uganda. The project also focuses on the unique human rights challenges facing the pastoral communities in the Karamoja region. To achieve this goal, PANOS has partnered with 10 radio stations from the Acholi, Lango, and Karamoja regions whose capacity has been built through technical, financial, and logistical support.
We have to appreciate PANOS for being responsive. I remember I'm even the one in this very hall who suggested that we should at least procure motorbikes for these radio stations, if at least this project is to succeed. And you said, okay, we are going back to Kampala anyway. It was not in our program, it was not in the budget. Let us go and talk to the donors. And of course, you did it as a responsible officer, and the motorbikes came. I'm very happy because I know things are now easier. Without the motorbikes, I don't know how we would be doing this project.
Journalists from partner radio stations have been trained on understanding human rights issues and how to engage local communities in debates.
Human rights have certain characteristics, yeah? Like we talked about characteristics of good governance. There are certain characteristics of human rights. The first one is that they are inherent. When something is inherent, it is in you, yeah? You're born with it. The fact that you're a human being, you have human rights. Yeah. Then again, they are equal and interdependent. Yeah. So if you have the right, so the right to life, yeah, is dependent on the right to health.
Topics for debate are generated locally by the residents in the affected areas, either through call-ins or writing letters to the radio stations. The debates are held in a rural setting and in local language. In this debate, participants blamed increased cases of sexual and gender-based violence on alcoholism. As a remedy, this debater recommends that a bylaw banning production and sale of alcohol be put in place. Participation of women is steadily growing. The debates have provided a platform for women to have a voice on issues such as property and land rights, which were initially a reserve of men.
Yesterday, the team that was in the field called me. They had found one lady who was so excited that she had her views on radio. And she was relating and expressing her joy, inviting these guys over to her place. You people have made it possible for me to say what I have to say. Now let's wait and see what will be the result of it. So that kind of thing shows us that the community are now finding a place where they can vent their issues with the hope that we can take it further and get results.
Debates of this nature have not only given a voice to the communities to bring forward their concerns, but have also forced leaders to account. For instance, a debate on a land dispute between Lira District Administration and the local community in Ojuina Division exposed the dubious dealings of the local leaders.
They have even fixed it in the order paper. So soon, if not next week, we shall be having this one discussed in the district council. Who gave the land committee district land board powers to go and sell off the district land without the notice of the council.
Accountability is, however, slow. Some leaders would rather use the debates to make political capital for themselves as they seek re-election than solve their community concerns.
We realize that the leaders have very little respect for the voice of the local people. Because even if they will sit there and listen, again, the follow-up and then the immediate response on the issues will not be effective.
Among other challenges, the stations still face difficulty in mobilizing communities to participate in the debates, especially during the planting season. In Karamoja, insecurity is the greatest impediment to successful debates. These challenges notwithstanding, the stations talk of real benefits.
Our partners has helped us, the radio stations in northern Uganda, those that are partnering, like Mighty Fire, to be able to realize the real issues. Many times you have many radio station owners who come into the business looking at money. Business, they are business oriented, and they neglect the actual issues that affect the people. Until we had this training from panels that helped us, to be able to take the radio to the people, so that it's the people's issues that are brought forth. And this later helped our station gain more audience and credibility among the community, and will tell you right now, the people feel we are their mouthpiece, we are their ears and eyes. And finally, the radio is beginning to gain value.
So we really see that listenership, yes, we are growing, and the community is putting more trust in us with their issues, hoping that we can address them. So the onus is on us not to let them down now.
Building on the successes and lessons learned from the first year of implementation, the next implementation year will focus on working with the partner stations to build sustainability mechanisms that will ensure that human rights issues in post-conflict northern Uganda and the Karamoja region continue to have space in the media.